Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular meeting of City Council, Tuesday, May 14th, 2024, at 6:30 p.m.
Mr. Acosta is absent. Mr. Franceschini?
Here.
Mr. Spinelli?
Here.
Mr. Vargas?
Here.
Dr. Arthur?
Here. Tonight we have with us the Vineland High School Air Force Junior ROTC, and they are going to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color guard, hope. Right, haste. Present, colors.
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, colors. Brace yourself, step.
Thank you to the Vineland Junior ROTC Air Force. Have a good night. She's not going in the flag.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given on December 13th, 2023 by the city clerk in the following manner: posting written notice on the official bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, providing written notice to the offices of the Daily Journal and the Press of Atlantic City, and filing written notice in the office of the city clerk of the City of Vineland.
Chair entertains a motion that the 2024 minutes of the pre-meeting conference and regular meeting of April 23rd and the work session of May 7th be approved as submitted.
So moved. I second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Are there any questions by council or discussion by council on this motion?
No.
None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes again.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Public comment provides an opportunity for members of the public to inform the governing body about their views. The governing body prescribes to City Council's bylaws and the New Jersey statutes on open public meetings when engaging during public comment. As such, each individual shall have a 5-minute limit to comment, cannot yield time to another individual, may only approach the podium once during public comment for any one topic. Vulgar or offensive language is prohibited, and City Council will not engage in dialogue with the public during this time. The governing body maintains model courtesy and respect and requires members of the public to do the same.
And at this time, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard? If so, please come to the podium. None? Petrosky?
I have ordinance number 2024-25, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which is revise the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland Policemen's Benevolent Association Local 266, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-25 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-25? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-25 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-25 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-25, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland Policemen's Benevolent Association, Local 266. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrowski, please submit ordinance number 2024-25 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-26, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-43, Chapter 647, Article 8, entitled Cannabis Sales, Transfer, and User Taxes, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-26 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-26? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-26 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-26 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2026-26, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-43, Chapter 647, Article 8, entitled Cannabis Sales, Transfer, and User Taxes. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrowski, please submit ordinance number 2024-26 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-27, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-27 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-27, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles of IBEW Local 210, Unit 3.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-27 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-28, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-28 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-28, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland social worker aging.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-28 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-29, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-29 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-29, ordinance amending ordinance number 2023-08 as amended, Chapter 8 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Automated External Defibrillator.
Entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-29 be passed for the first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? No one?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-30, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-30 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
I second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-30, ordinance amending ordinance 2009-68, as amended, Chapter 660, Section 660-9.2 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Tobacco and Vapor Products.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-30 be passed for the first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-31, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-31 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-31, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-42, Chapter 266, Article 1, entitled Cannabis Establishments.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-31 be passed for the first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have resolution number 2024-167, resolution authorizing the continuation of contractual payments to the South Jersey Animal Shelter without prejudice pending final negotiations of a sheltering agreement for the year 2024.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2023-167 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have resolution 2024-194, resolution authorizing the issuance of a Class II annual cannabis manufacturer license to Green Gardens LLC, Vineland, New Jersey, conditioned upon the issuance of an annual license by the State of New Jersey Cannabis Regulatory Commission and the execution of a host community agreement.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2023-194 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur? We'll move now to the consent agenda items. I have 2024-166, a resolution approving agreement with the Policemen's Benevolent Association Local 266 from January 1, 2024 through December 31, 2025. 2024-168 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a grant application and grant agreement for grant funding from the Urban Enterprise Zone Authority in the amount of $310,510 to fund the fiscal year 2025 administration budget for the Vineland Urban Enterprise Zone. 2024-169 is a resolution accepting bid and authorizing the sale of Block 5901, Lot 70 at private sale in accordance with NJSA 40A:12-13B5. 2024-170 is a resolution approving a boundary line agreement with the owners of 822 North Brewster Road, Block 2505, Lot 4. 2024-171 is a resolution approving the transfer and assignment of a professional services agreement with the law firm of Willens, Goldman and Spitzer, PA, to the Keefe Law Firm, Red Bank, New Jersey, to litigate claims against manufacturers of PFAS for chemical contamination in the city. 2024-172 It's a resolution authorizing an agreement for professional services with de Blasio and Associates, Wildwood, New Jersey, in connection with engineering services for the design of Northeast Avenue from Landis Avenue to Park Avenue. 2024-173 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of an amendatory supplemental change order number 1 to purchase order number 23-06386 issued to Paving Plus LLC, Glassboro, New Jersey, in the amount of $131,820.90. 2024-174 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of an amendatory supplemental change order number 1 to contract number C24-0083 issued to K. Moria Company LLC, doing business as Traffic Plan, Farmingdale, New Jersey. 2024-175 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Core and Main LP, Berlin, New Jersey, for the furnishing and delivery of valves and tapping sleeves in the amount of $129,302. 2024-176 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Atlantic Analytical Laboratory LLC, Lebanon, New Jersey, for sampling and analysis of natural gas in the amount of $85,000. 2024-177 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Manta Robotics LLC, Idaho Falls, Idaho, for fuel storage tank inspection, Unit 11, in the amount not to exceed $83,628.20. 2024-178 is a resolution exercising the option to extend contract C23-0095 for pressure piping, fabrication, and install projects for the Vineland Municipal Electric Utility. 2024-179 is a resolution exercising the option to extend contract C23-0090 for the furnishing and delivery of CEM's calibration gas for the Vineland Municipal Electric Utility Generation Division. 2024-180 is a resolution authorizing the sale of surplus property no longer needed for public use on an online auction website. 2024-181 is a resolution requesting the approval of petty cash funds for the year 2024. 2024-182 is a resolution approving forgivable loans from First Generation Enterprise Zone funds for Project Beautify. 2024-183 is a resolution approving Vineland revolving loan funds for My2Bs LLC or assigns. 2024-184 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of taxes for calendar year 2020 through calendar year 2024 for the reason recommended by the City of Vineland Tax Collector. 2024-185 is a resolution approving charge against various land for land clearance and authorizing said charge to become a lien upon such land and to be added to and become part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such land. 2024-186 is a resolution approving surety reduction, release, or renewal as submitted by the City Engineer and Director of Licenses and Inspections. 2024-187 is a resolution canceling unexpended balance of appropriations as authorized by ordinance number 2020-39. 2024-188 is a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the City of Vineland. 2024-189 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of a modernization upgrade package for the Vineland City Hall elevators from TK Elevator Corporation, Frisco, Texas, in the amount not to exceed $1,018,190 pursuant to a national cooperative pricing agreement with Sourcewell. 2024-190 is a resolution approving participation in the 2024 Safe and Secure Communities Grant Program administered by the State of New Jersey Department of Law and Public Safety, Office of Attorney General. 2024-191 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Shannon Chemical Corporation, Malvern, Pennsylvania, for the furnishing and delivery of liquid blended orthopolyphosphate for water treatment in the amount of $139,955. 2024-192 is a resolution approving and/or transferring members to the various fire companies of the Vineland Fire Department. 2024-193 is a resolution authorizing special law enforcement officers for the year 2024. 2024-195 is a resolution authorizing a contract with W.J. Gross Incorporated, Sewell, New Jersey, for the purchase of appliances for the new firehouse pursuant to a cooperative contract agreement with Camden County Educational Services Commission. I have a motion to refer to the City of Vineland Planning Board a request to amend the Center City redevelopment plan so as to allow the conversion of certain property located at 412 South 6th Street from a first-floor restaurant and a second-floor apartment to a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath apartment on the first floor, and a 4-room, 7-occupant, 1-bath rooming boarding use on the second floor in the residential district, and to present findings of fact and recommendations thereto.
Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
So moved.
I second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
That's
thank
all
you.
the formal business I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Petrowski. Are there any comments from council at this time? Councilman? None?
Are you sick, Mr. Franciscan?
That's
Not
debatable.
feeling well? Not feeling well?
Councilman Spinelli?
Yes, the car show is coming up in a couple weeks, early June. I mentioned it in the pre-meeting. The entire avenue was closed down for that event, so just be aware of what's going on there. And the Landis Theater is having numerous shows, generally on Fridays and Saturdays, but they do have some odd shows. I think one coming up is in early June, the Dead Daisies, which is a national act, and that is being held on a Sunday. Other than that, not much else.
Councilman Vargas?
Not at this time.
Thank you to the students from the Vineland High School, ROTC, for coming forward to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And also, we're looking forward to the parade, which is the end of this month, the Memorial Day Parade. Anything else? No further comments? Chair entertains a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So move.
I second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you, and have a good night.
Good night.